From where we left off, the party had received gifts from Acalis and a warning from Farian. It appears that the Red Hand does not wish to be found out. The dispatchment of the Wrens left the party in some way, and they all spent their day grieving in their own peculiar ways, if not at all. Azoth had concocted some interesting weaponry with the remains of the Treant and the corpse of the Grand Priest. Theron had finally bought himself a shirt, and Joaquin, having a brief encounter with the elven man working at the blacksmith's, Daedros, who after a faithful conversation, gifted him with Omen Killer. We will pan back to the workbench, to where Joaquin is currently kneeling over a hole in the ceiling that casts a miniature skylight over him, now with the glistening platinum revolver in his hands. The place looks as undisturbed as when you had first arrived in there, though the sign of anyone else being in the shop itself is gone, completely desolate. In fact, a lot of the dust is now risen after some of the rafters and thatching had fallen from the ceiling after the shot rang out. I want everybody to know that no matter where you were in Mondstadt at the time, you would have all heard a shot ring out louder than sort of anything that you had ever heard before. It was almost like the rumbling of thunder that swept through the entire city. A single shot from this revolver. Joaquin, what would you like to do?
Joaquin's just basically just staring up through the skylight, basically. And then, after a good minute, he looks down at Omen Killer, and then takes another full minute to pull that in reference. And he looks around at the shop, and basically it's just everything's gone, right? It's it's Ghostville here. No weapons or anything around.
Everything that you had previously been in the shelves, there are no shelves or aisles anymore. It seems like a new, well, not new, but abandoned room that is in dire need of renovation.
Yeah.
There's no sign of anything.
That's nothing. And then Joaquin looks back down at Omen Killer, and then sort of scratches the space around his obviously his missing eye.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of because he kind of just itches when he cries more so. And then he just says out loud, just in general to anyone that might be listening, I will fight for you. I promise you that. I will fight for them. For him, for her, so on and so forth. We cool? And when he says we cool, he looks up and sees if anything happens.
Dead bird falls through the... No. You know what? Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Yeah. Both of them. Okay, there we go. I had off my sheet and blah blah blah. Not much. 10. Flat out.
You don't get any response, but the words that had been said to you are still resonant in your ears and in your head. And whatever you have that you wish to work towards, you know that there will be somebody that believes in you. No matter where they are, or who they might be.
Yeah. After that just rings in his head once over again. He like finally he does stand up after like full like 10 minutes of just waiting for to see if anything else happens, and like like puts the owl eye back in his head and wraps around his his head wraps.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then once he makes his way like out of the shop, he like he like turns back around to like the front door and like puts his hands together and like prays, and then for like half a second, and then just fucking dashes, hoping no one heard that gunshot. Basically, he's just trying to get out of the scene now to not be implicated for whatever the fuck just happened.
As you're running, the sun is setting, and though the light that shone through that skylight was indicated that the sun would have been directly above the shop, if not setting slightly, the moment that you walk out of there, you realize just how dark it is outside. It does seem to be just near the middle of the evening now, but as the sun sort of sets this very beautiful reflection over the Lake of Liturgians as you're walking uphill, you hear another loud bang ring out, and another, and another. You almost think that in your experience a shootout is happening, but as you take a turn and look back down, your eyes are immediately illuminated with these beautiful luminescent colors sort of blossoming and dancing in the dark sky as if flowers being bloomed, as you realize these are fireworks going off in the distance down near the end of the city towards the town hall. You hear crowds of people singing, talking. Even as you're sort of making your mad dash towards the Elmer Sanctuary, you see kids, mothers, fathers all looking up and in awe and pointing as the Silrise Festival is currently being underwent. It is beautiful. It has a sense of home and sentimentality. It almost makes you forget about the shit that had happened previously, if not for the gnawing guilt at the back of your head. But seeing this and seeing people happy and knowing that there's better lives for people out there, it's up to you how you feel about that, but it really just dawns on you seeing something like this. And as you turn and make your way back, sort of being cascaded with this beautiful light show behind you, casting shadow over shadow in front of you as you're making your way up the hill, it gives you a bit of newfound vigor. Anyone that's sort of outside, or I guess in any of their rooms, can also look out of their windows and see all of this happen. And same with you, Theron, as you sort of make your way out of the woods that you had been prowling around. You're all greeted with this very beautiful sight of just pure joy. That's what Silver Eyes would have wanted.
Yeah. It might take a bit second, but that's the moment Joaquin just starts like running, basically, and he's just taking the fireworks in. He's basically just gonna wait till they're done. He's just basically like sightseeing for the next how long.
Okay. You have about 15-20 minutes of just watching as they start coming to a close. But while this is happening, I will Theron,
Yep.
would you have after you had fed, would you have head back to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, arriving sort of like the moment you reach the doors there, you can first look down and see all of this this display on show, and stepping inside and heading upstairs, you're greeted with the rest of your party mates. What are all of you guys doing?
Azoth is trying to drain blood from the severed arm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. While you're doing that, give me a surgeon's tools check.
11.
11. It is difficult. Not only are you working with blood that could potentially kill you on when you touch it, but also it is extremely coagulated. Instead of like trying to extract blood, it almost feels like you're trying to extract like tar or molasses even. You try a different array of syringes and different like sorts of tubes, but it's incredibly hard to actually siphon it off, so you're left with a lot less than you would have anticipated. I would say you have about a quarter of a vial full.
Dog.
Okay. While this is happening, is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Probably just looking at the fireworks.
Okay.
I have no idea what's happening, so...
Do you want to come into the arm room?
Huh?
You want to come into the arm room? I need a
Sure.
second hand. Get it? Because I already have it.
Yo? Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Okay. Yunqing, as you sort of make your way down towards the hall of the upper level, and you sort of have to open some doors and peek through to find out which one's is Azoth's room, you finally step inside, and you are greeted with not one of the nicely decorated and pristine clean rooms of this inn, but in fact you are greeted with the sight of a bed being pushed to the side, different cabinets and lockers all like pushed towards like the center of the room to make this like makeshift table, chunks of wood and a severed arm sort of laid over this table with this like dripping black blood sort of like skewing all over this I guess like a cloth that he would have put down to protect the wood. As you see like Azoth with like his sleeves rolled up and his gloves on, like sort of trying to like drain some of the blood out of the arm.
Jesus Christ. Ancient is just going to awkwardly wave and ask, did you need any help? Or anything else?
Do you know how to... do you know anything about draining blood and or... You know what, actually, come here.
Okay. She shuffles over.
As he's still trying to drain blood from it, he's going to gesture to the rotten piece of wood on the corner of where he's working. That thing I got from the treant was the thing that talked to me. You're one of those nature-y types, so I figured you might want to have a go at it.
I suppose. It talked to you, though.
Yep, it opened up an eye, looked at me, told me the dream town, whatever it called it, was being eaten, and then panicked, and then went back to sleep, or it died. One of the two happened.
Oh, the dream town. Interesting. Is there anything else it told you?
Not that I remember.
Okay. So, just awkwardly shifting her weight.
Okay.
Don't touch it directly with your hands.
Noted.
Do you have gloves?
I don't think you do.
Girl is just standing there.
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. So resting on the corner of this little makeshift table that he has made for himself, there is a slab of this like rotted, like fungus encased wood, that you can clearly see was a sample like extracted from the treant that you guys had fought before that had not been completely charred or burnt. It's about, I'd say, like 1.5 feet, like about wide and long. But you instead of like holding it, you have to sort of like just look at it and like peer over it. But yeah. What would you like to do?
Would it do anything if she just kind of like poked it with her staff?
You give it like a little like tap with the tip of your staff, but it doesn't really seem to shift or do anything. It feels like it gives just a little bit. The wood itself is like almost sodden with just rot and decay, but aside from that, doesn't do anything out of the ordinary.
Alright, what to do? Would you consider blood, or at least this kind of blood, to have enough water in it to be affected by shape water? Question mark.
Okay. So, as I said, this blood is extremely coagulated, almost as if it's tar.
Oh shit.
But it is still blood. So, the DC will be very high, but give me, just make a roll a d20 and add your like spellcasting ability modifier.
So that's 5. What the fuck? Okay, not that low, but
reciting sort of like the incantation and like using your hand gestures to see if you can like somehow, some way, sort of like shape or even like manipulate this blood in any way, you can already tell that it's not being grasped by your spell at all. Blood itself is hard enough to try to control, but this is something like a different ballgame entirely.
that's odd. But considering what this is, I suppose it's to be expected. Don't think I can help drain this sort of blood. At least in the traditional way.
Okay. You want to try to talk to the wood? Can you do that?
If it's alive, then I can give it a go. I don't think it is alive anymore. Could she If she were to talk to it, would it like give any response or any sign that it is alive anyway?
Usually, when you would talk to something and it doesn't respond, you can either assume that it's either grumpy, in a bad mood, or that it is dead. So, you can try if you'd like.
She's going to tap the wood again with her staff and very gently and go, sorry for bothering you, but are you alive at all?
You wait. And wait a bit more. You wait about a solid 2.5 minutes before you sense anything. You almost feel like giving up. Until you peer down and shifting just behind the park, you hear this like sickly sliding sound as slowly and lazily this eye opens up. You watch as it almost tries to comprehend its surroundings again, as the iris, this solid, almost solid, sickly green, is like darting from place to place before it focuses on you.
Georgie, I'm pissing my pants. Oh my god.
Child of dreams.
Yes?
What has happened to me?
From what I know, Mr. Azoth here has extracted you from a treant, I believe.
My form.
Your form?
I was once proud. I stood tall in the fields of the Feywild. I overlooked the dreaming town with joy, pleasure, and I fell asleep. I woke up in somewhere else. I saw lights, men. I was afraid.
Oh, you poor thing.
Child of dreams.
Yes?
The end. And the beginning of something new is making its way towards this world.
Will it touch the Feywild?
The Feywild is the lair that stands between this world and the rest. It will fall first, and this world shall follow. The man, the one that took me, he foretold of this. I was powerless. I could not control myself or my actions. The blood of men summoned me. I do not know where to go. And you can see now pieces of bark and wood are slowly cracking and falling apart.
Oh no.
The ones from beyond have sent their scions. They have breached this lair. And soon they will take the world. They will take you. They will take all of us. That which should not exist. That which should not exist. Beware. Oh, beware. Tread carefully, child of dreams.
Thank you. Thank you, Cyprian. Rest now. You're okay. You can rest.
Is the dreaming town as beautiful as I remember?
Of course. Always has been. Always will be.
Oh, that makes me so glad that maybe I could protect such beauty. And you can see the eye close slowly, and the wood now flattens on the desk and begins crumbling to dust.
So what did it say?
It told of a danger, something that should not exist, on its way to destroy this world and mine. It mentioned being summoned by a man who forced him to do horrible things against his will. And he asked about the Feywild.
So, okay. That's good to know. Is he dead?
I can... But you can safely guess that he is passed.
Did you get his name?
No. Treants don't tend to have names we can say. They're sacred beings with sacred names.
I see. Can I have some of your blood?
Mine?
Yeah.
I suppose there's no reason why I shouldn't. And she just kind of like rolls up her sleeve and presents her arm to you.
Do I have a clean syringe yet?
I would say so.
He's gonna take like maybe a quarter of the syringe of your blood, not a whole lot. And there's also an amulet on the table. Kind of looks. What do you say? It looks culty, Yoboku. The amulet.
So the amulet itself, it's on this brass chain, and like looking at the actual like thing itself, it's this little crystalline, almost ruby heart that's encased in like some elegant designed like this elegant design, like brass engraving that like reveals some of like the ruby interior that's still while still like maintaining its like heart structure. Aside from, I wouldn't say that it looks like cultish, but you did get it from a cultist. And actually, like, resting your hands on it, you can almost feel like this very faint heartbeat that's coming from the amulet.
Cool. Cool. I want to put Summer for Blood on top of the gem on the amulet.
Okay. Okay. You take a few drops of Yongxing's blood, and you drop it onto the amulet itself, and at first nothing seems to happen. How long do you wait?
I'd say like a minute or two.
A minute or two, the blood seems to just stay there.
Okay. He's gonna pocket the rest of her blood.
Okay.
And he's gonna look at Youngzin.
She's just homegirl just standing there. Did my blood do anything? If I may ask?
I don't think so. Before I put some of the bio blood on it and it drank it, but maybe this thing just eats bio blood.
Interesting.
I have been told, though, it's an amulet of regeneration, but it's cursed in some way.
Where did you acquire it from?
Remember that big tree guy that we fought in the church today?
Oh, Citrian.
Yeah,
Yeah?
While everyone was kind of yelling at each other after the fight, I was hacking inside of it, trying to get the some of the wood, and I found the amulet.
Oh, that must be one of the catalysts the man used to control it. Or summon it? I'm not sure.
Maybe just like jewelry.
Maybe. Is there anything else you found?
Not really, no.
Hmm.
I want to look back to the amulet. Did anything happen with the amulet yet?
Yongxing's blood is gone.
I think the amulet sucked up your blood.
Oh. Does that do anything to me? Since it drank my blood?
I have no idea. I'm a doctor. I'm a man of medical science. This type of magic and magic in general kind of goes beyond me.
Huh.
If you want, you can put it on and see what happens.
I see. This is a sort of fuck around and find out situation.
That is what most of science is.
I see. Well,
You can take the amulet if you want. If you want to use it, I'm gonna try to turn this blood into a bomb.
a bomb?
Yeah.
You see your ears just kind of perk up.
Do you wanna help?
Possibly, if you would allow me.
You might You might want to get some gloves beforehand. I might have a spare with my bag.
Unless it absolutely has to be sanitary, I don't mind getting blood on my hands.
It might. It's more so I don't think you want to chance the bio blood getting, infected by it.
Oh, I see. We're working with briar blood, not regular. I see.
Yes, yeah. We're gonna try to make a gas bomb, so if we ever need a gas bomb full of bio blood, we have the option.
Interesting. And she just kind of stand.
Okay. So, with what that you were able to extract, give me a alchemist supplies check.
Should I do it at advantage?
No. Unless
Okay.
Yongjing has proficiency.
And what?
Alchemist supplies.
Oh, no.
Just,
Do you have a magic spell you can cast on me to make me better at it?
Do I? Question mark. I'm looking.
Do you have like guidance?
I think I can switch it because we're level 7. I forgot to finish my spells. So yes.
Oh yeah, that's a D4, brother. Hang on. I need to roll my D4. 18.
18? Okay. I will tell you what you get in a second. What is everybody else doing? I would say after this interaction, both Joaquin and Theron would have arrived back.
Yeah. Joaquin would really just fucking slam the door open, slam it back closed, turns around just to face the general room, and then you see him pick through the pocket of his cheek, and then he spits out like a woodchuck that he didn't realize was there, that fell into his mouth earlier. and then he just go walk over to a bar stool, basically.
Okay.
Adrian would probably, because no one's gonna sleep and no one's really down there. He's gonna, since he heard the fireworks, he's gonna try out his boots, probably.
Okay. First off, the moment that you walk in there, Joaquin, you notice that there is nobody manning the bar at the moment, as they are off early, as they had said.
True.
As for you, Adrian, where are you going to test these out?
Well, since I'm thinking everyone's gonna look at the fireworks, Adrian probably thinks he can get away with just flying in the sky.
Okay.
So he's just gonna put them on and just try a few feet first upwards, and then he's probably gonna fly a bit higher,
Okay.
right in front of the tavern.
So yeah, you strap these boots on and sort of Dorothy style. You click your heels together and you hear the mechanism instantly whirl as these two brass and golden clasps at the angles of each boots sort of reverberate with this clockwork noise as millions or thousands of different pins and pistons suddenly spring into life as these little miniature feathers sort of sprout from the heels, and you hear them immediately start flapping and whistling, and you feel yourself rise.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up just a little bit so I can see the firework better.
Okay.
And just curious, am I able to see like Gordon's manor when I'm like up in the sky?
Depends on how high you fly up.
I mean, I guess like 100 feet,
Okay.
150.
Okay. So you feel yourself rise up and rise up even more. The chill of the evening air is getting to you more, but you're about the height where the fireworks would be detonating, and you look down, and the world seems so much smaller in this up this high. But in fact, you do see Gordon's Manor, like sort of the opposite direction of the fireworks up the hill. But looking back down, you see all these people going about their lives, and you can look down even further, and off in the distance you can see the lighthouse, you can see the pavilion of Arion, and you feel incredibly free in this world right now.
I'm just gonna like enjoy the breeze a bit and then look down and be like, okay, that's kind of scary. And
Wow.
then just slowly gonna drift down,
Okay.
go back inside.
Okay.
Yeah, if no one's really there at the bar, though, I would probably just go to fuck to sleep, I guess.
All right.
As when Theron comes back, he would just check that everybody's still alive and nothing happened while he was out.
Okay.
And probably after he's checked that, he would, since he hasn't had a really chance, he would go back outside to just like inspect the town and the people celebrating.
Okay.
Since they're basically being in and out of just specific places.
It is almost like a stark opposite of Argentum. People are happy. It's so much brighter. There's not a shroud of mist that seems to just coat over the entire continent. In fact, it almost feels like this is what you and your order have been fighting for, this sort of freedom and joy and fearlessness. It is sort of motivating in a way, knowing that there's people out there that don't have to suffer like you have.
He gets the slightest bit of smiles on his face.
Aww. As you're walking down even more now, just drinking in the sights really, you feel a little tug on your cloak.
No cloak.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. You feel a little tug on your leg.
Turns to look at who the fuck's tugging on me.
You look down and you see this, I suppose what seems to be a human girl. She's got blonde, she's got like blonde hair done in these like pigtails that sort of like go behind her back, and she's wearing like some more like festival attire. And as you look around to the other people, you sort of see a lot of them are wearing like similar stuff. It's like very nice, colorful, this like beautiful like teals and baby blues, and like this girl, she looks up at you, and while it is dark, the small like bright lights of the firework sort of like illuminate her face, and you can see like these like faint little freckles on her nose, and she like looks up at you, like tugging on your leg. Hello, mister.
Evening.
Why do you look so grumpy? It's sunrise.
This is just what I always look like.
Really? You're a bit like my dad.
Am I?
He was always so grumpy. Even in times like this. And she sort of like you can see now she's holding a basket behind her back, and as she takes the like she reaches into it, she pulls out this beautiful looking yarrow flower. It's sort of like this drooping, almost snowdrop kind of a flower, though instead of white it's like this very light yellow, almost gold, and she hands it to you. Merry Silver Eyes.
He takes the flower and just goes, Merry Silver Eyes to you too.
And with that she skips off into the distance.
He puts the flower in his breast pocket so that it's like the flower pot is out of the pocket.
Oh. Will you head back?
Yeah.
So, okay. So you head back. Azoth. You can get the first workings of all of this done. You won't be able to. It won't be a finished product unless you're up all night working on it. But you can either have it done now, and then you'll have to divide the work between two. You have to divide the work between two separate like evenings or two separate mornings. So you can get the first half of this work done now. You like sort of like found out like right now this half is more like the planning. You know what you can do. If you feel like if you're able to sort of put this into a like wide cylindrical vial and sort of like melt the neck of the vial closed so that the blood is like condensed inside, and you try to heat it up into like a gaseous vapor, you might be able to make an expanding like gas once the vial has been shattered. But like sort of like brainstorming this and bouncing ideas off with Yongxing will take the guts of the rest of your evening.
Sounds good.
Okay.
But we will sleep. I don't think we want to do this all night. I think we want to take a long rest when we can.
Yeah. So that being said, is everyone turning in for the night?
Not quite. I think Bella, she might stay up a little bit to watch the fireworks. I think she actually, she, after watching for a little bit, she grabs her earring and she holds it out the window almost, as if Adula can see the fireworks.
Okay.
Since Theron only needs 4 hours of meditating, he also doesn't go to sleep yet, but he doesn't do much. He's just looking outside the window
Very
and
well.
thinking.
Okay. You sort of like try to display this to Adula, but still there's unfortunately no response just yet. The earring doesn't seem to be glowing. Not even with its like usual like luster. It seems almost gray-ish.
That's worrying. Because when Adula's inactive, she still glows, doesn't she?
You have not really like learned the extent of her like behavior just yet. You've like last time she spoke to you, and you were not able to. The last time she spoke to you after you encountered her, you had an encounter with her in the fight against your parents. When she was back in the earring form, it was also sort of this like dullish, grayish tone to it. But it still did glow to warn you of danger. It seems like that is an innate ability that it has. But this sort of like tone will probably indicate that a doula is recharging.
Okay. Would it be possible at all for me to roll Arcana on a doula just to like maybe see if I could try and figure her out? Like not requiring questions?
Are you trying to figure out what she is, or like her personality, or what motives she might have?
I want to start with what she is.
What she is? Okay, give me an Arcana check.
14.
14. I mean, with 14, you can safely say that she is a talking sword that can turn into an earring. Aside from that, though, you've not really had many encounters with talking swords in your life at all, nor does she really give any details as to what she really is at all after being with her, even holding her briefly.
Okay.
She still seems like a little bit of an enigma to you.
I feel like Bella would kind of find herself like wondering if like, you know, wondering about a doula and, you know, why a doula is in her possession. But I think she finds herself trusting a doula. Like that's a very prevalent thought as she's holding her. And I think she kind of like stands there and I think with the intent of showing a doula the fireworks, and when they start to cease, Bella will head to bed.
Okay. And with that, a new day dawns on the party. You all sort of wake up a little bit tired or just thinking of past events, but you've all headed to sleep relatively early at night, so I'd say you wake up a lot earlier than what you usually would. But yeah, it seems you guys have planned to wake up earlier to head on over to Gordon's place, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll be
That was
honest,
the
I don't
plan,
really
I think.
remember.
So this
I
is
don't
the issue.
know.
Because we were half hoping out of character that Morgan would tell us about the second room
That's
in the
true.
study.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan hasn't
Mm.
said fucking
Did
shit.
so.
That's
Because
So-
we know that's halfway there to like Fergus's house.
Yeah.
So if Morgan's like not here, we would still go past it, but we wouldn't stop there.
yeah.
Unless someone wanted to run in and check something.
It was convenient because it was on the way. It was literally like down the fucking road, same place. But like,
Mhm.
the character motivation is if Bella wants to go like take all Gordon shit, I would definitely go and just, you know, grab it all.
I'm pretty sure Morgan, since we'll drive past, might not have said something, but might have gone to the study herself.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that Morgan told you or anything, because that is I wouldn't do that. But
Yeah.
it
Then I
it
guess-
is up to you what you guys will do with this.
Well, Theron will start the day off by getting his cloak.
Okay.
What
Sure. What would you like to say?
what Keen for sure was just gonna make sure everyone's like early to rise so we can just get on moving basically.
Okay.
He's basically given, you know, just a drill sergeant, like knock on the door, say, "Hey, yo, wake the fuck up!" and then knocks the next door.
Okay. You head off earlier than most. Theron, because of your little restless nature. So you sort of like wait outside this store for a little bit while you see like begrudgingly like down the hill very early in the morning this same small man is like making his way up the hill, and he looks up towards you, and he runs over. You can see he has a little parcel underneath his arm. He's still wearing his signature little top hat, and this time a very nice, almost like red wine colored shirt, and this like much darker suit that he's wearing. Oh, hello there. I was expecting you.
Morning.
Yes. Did you enjoy the festival?
Was wonderful.
I think so too. Unfortunately, I was working the entire time, so I couldn't see it. Anyway, this is for you, good sir. As he hands you the parcel.
Great.
And I believe the deposit that you had given needs to be fulfilled.
How much was it? I can't remember anymore.
That is a good question. I believe that it was 3 gold.
3 gold?
Mm-hmm. You
That I need to give him?
You already gave him 1 gold. That was a deposit.
Right, so 2 gold that I need to give.
Yeah.
Okay. He does that.
Wow. Well, you are a man of money, it seems. Do feel free to stop by if you're needing any more shirts.
You got it. And he starts walking away.
He like gives you a little nod and makes his way back into his shop.
He doesn't open the parcel yet.
Okay. Sort of like as you make your way back into the inn, you can see Joaquin doing his rounds and waking everybody up.
Okay.
I have an important question. Since Bohem's going to be waking up everyone,
Oh no.
does Young Zin have a room, or does she just crash in Azar's room?
I don't believe
How-
that,
What?
I don't believe that you were here for the session where everyone bought rooms, so I'm just going to say yes.
Huh? My headphones
where you
cut
were
out.
asleep. I was just asking where you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I don't think you had a room.
She would either go with fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, because all of the
I
rooms,
forgot all of your names.
all of you guys already bought out all of the rooms, so
Yeah.
I mean, you can sleep in Azar's room. He'd give you the bed and just sleep on the floor.
Yeah, she would either be with Bella or Azoth.
Bella's with Morgan.
yeah.
Oh.
And Morgan refuses to have anyone else
Yeah.
in the room. Like,
Okay.
So
I
I don't think
guess
she
Azoth
would
for
be.
real? Oh
you
shit.
threaten everyone at
Yeah, yeah, you-
constantly.
Oh shit. Azoth it is, I guess.
Okay.
I'm in Theron's room.
Yes.
So
yeah.
You all wake up to the sound of a quick rapping on the door.
Ollie action's free and what the fuck? Yeah, come on, we got to get going. We got shit planned and Fergus to, get pampered or whatnot until he gives us a shitty piece of fucking jewelry.
Theron walks up the steps to this noise like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm getting everyone up so we can get going, yeah.
Right. I see.
Saving the world and whatever the fuck this key is meant to do.
Right. Well, I'll be downstairs. He goes back to the booth that they were sitting at, like previously.
Yeah. Yeah, and Joaquin's just goes one at a time, and if they're just gonna take like a hot 30 seconds, he'll just go to the next room and start knocking on the other next one. And then he'll basically wait for people to at like this in front of the stairway for people to start showing up, so we can get
What?
everyone.
While Theron's waiting downstairs, he's gonna open up the parcel.
you are greeted with a very, very beautiful silken black cloak. Midnight, almost, as you sort of like take it up and like hold it out in front of you. This beautiful golden embroidery sort of like being laced along the outside, or like the edges of the cloak itself, but it's the cloak fully is black as midnight.
I liked it better when it was green.
he kind of looks at it, kind of smirks, and goes, "Not bad, desperate man, not bad." Puts it on.
Nice. Yeah. As you put it on, you actually feel it sort of like the clasps of it sort of like clasp together and lock. And you have a little bonus to this. The cloak itself cannot be forcefully removed from you.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah.
Okay. What does everybody else do?
Adrian,
Is-
like,
No, you can go.
Adrian, like, super groggily opens his door. It's like, I don't want to be that guy, but he's kind of right. I kind of need to go. And knocks at Azov's door. Do you need any help packing up?
Almost instantly, because Azoth would have already been like up and about, opens the door. Is young Zing still asleep?
Yeah.
Adrian's like,
He's
oh
like-
shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
Huh?
Oh boy.
My apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no.
I mean, unless you want me to interrupt.
Yo.
I mean, do you need help or not?
I should be fine.
Yeah,
I-
Azal, tag me in.
Hey,
And that's
Is every-
just doesn't get the innuendo either. He's just
no, I'm good. Is everyone else awake?
I sure fucking hope so.
yeah. Simultaneously, while he's watching this interaction over here, Joaquin realizes like, oh, he like gets like the dubious like bad thought, like, oh, did Morgan actually kill Bella last night? And then goes over to the door, like knocks like 40 times in a row.
Bella's not asleep, but she doesn't answer the door.
I would say Morgan is
Kicks the
simply
door in.
ignoring it.
Is my arm ruined?
Your arm?
Yeah, my severed arm.
No, actually,
Oh.
it's still, the arm is still as it was yesterday, but
So I can still fuck with it.
yes, for the most part.
Okay. Azar will put the arm in his chest that he carries around.
Okay.
With the amulet.
Okay.
Actually, he's gonna put on the amulet.
He's going to put on what?
The amulet.
You're going to put it on?
Yeah.
Are you going to attune to it?
I don't know if I want to.
Oh my goodness. You do. You absolutely want to.
I out of character I do, but I
Do it.
Okay, what
Can
Azov find it? Does he? What's Azov's like?
He's a man of science.
Yes,
Fuck
but
around and find
You
out.
literally just explained to the fucking druid lady that half of science is to fuck around and find
Exactly.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You could say
Dude.
Azov wants a guinea pig to do it, not himself.
Can I roll something to see if this is a bad idea or not?
What?
Give me an insight check on yourself.
On myself.
On
I got a 6.
Hmm.
It seems like, I mean, who's going to stop you?
It's
Done. I'm attuned to it.
Oh
Fuck
my
yes.
god.
Fuck
Oh
yes.
It's just
He's
dumb fuck.
gaslighting himself.
You
Okay.
cheat done it for you.
I've never died before. I'm not starting now.
Oh no.
Okay. Immediately upon attuning
Wow.
to it, you take your time to focus on this amulet, and again, attuning in my game only takes an action, so it's not really that. But the more time that you like, you put the amulet on, and you like feel yourself properly understanding what it does. You do not want to take it off.
Oh,
It's fucking cursed.
oh! I mean, we knew it was cursed. We knew it
Yeah,
was
but-
cursed.
Yeah.
It is a really pretty amulet, Azoth. It goes
Oh,
very
no.
nicely with your jacket.
Okay. Does it? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no!
Is he
that
still
it?
in the door frame?
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Since you don't know what it does, I'm only going. Since you don't know what's bad about it, I'm only going to send you what exactly it does.
Okay, and then when something bad happens, I'll piece it together.
Once something that you do triggers, whatever it is, I will just ask you to do something for me.
Okay.
I will ask you to
no.
just.
Stop! Stop giving hints. I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess like myself. It's like,
Ad mortem inimicus.
Okay, as of roll 3 death saves for me.
Just roll me 3 straight d20s. No reason.
Is it full or do I?
It has full,
Is it-
it has full charges.
Same with the pocket watch that I got.
Yeah, we're gonna ask that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
okay, jeez. Okay.
It's fine, guys. It's fine. I swear.
Okay.
All right. Aside from that, what are you guys doing?
Okay,
Aaron
everyone.
is waiting for everyone downstairs.
Yeah.
You have 20 minutes.
Yeah, Zing, wake
It's
up,
on.
wake up. He's
It's on
shaking.
you guys if
Oh
you get
Yeah.
breakfast done in those 20 minutes or not. I'm not waiting a second longer.
What,
I'm gonna go
Joaquin's-
down and go eat breakfast.
Joaquin's like fucking like chugging down a soup can and waiting for fucking Princess and a P to get out of their damn room.
Azov's just like looking at you, deadpan, shaking your shoulder. Wake up.
Wake up, we're all gonna die!
Gonna kill us all. Gonna die.
Wake up! It's time for school.
It's time for school.
You're finally awake.
Come on, wake up.
Ah, you're finally awake.
Shut up.
I'm trying to cross the border.
Shut your mouth.
You also see Azov with his new bling.
Yo,
Oh,
yo, Azov, nice amulet, bro.
Theron looks at him and goes, "If you're sure."
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it looks nice.
Not what I meant, but sure.
I heard I've worked with some kids in Argentum that needed some help, and they always talk about this Riz. So I need to up my
Oh,
Riz
no.
game.
God. No.
Can I
I'm from
order
Argentum
breakfast
and
for
I've
everyone?
never heard that word
He's doing
before.
that.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's a new age thing, I think.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Is everyone else
DM.
downstairs except Bella and Morrigan?
Wouldn't it be so funny if Jaboku just did the bad thing right now for just what you just said, you dumb.
Yeah.
Yes, you deserve it.
This was the key phrase. Now you die.
Now you die.
Yabuku?
Yeah.
Can I roll to see if Bella knows what Riz is? If like
Shut
Azov
up.
has to check?
Guys, please. Oh,
Please, God, get out of your fucking room.
I will actually kill myself.
Well, you can just decide if you know what Riz is. It's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Are the two of them downstairs as well, or are they just staying in their room?
I do not believe Bella is downstairs just yet. No. Morgan will probably make her way down, and after taking her sweet ass time to pack up everything.
If everyone else is downstairs except for Bella, after a while Theron will go upstairs and just knock and go, "Is everything all right in there?"
While I'm in there, does the doula look different now that the long rest has passed?
Yes, she seems the earring itself seems brighter.
Okay. I think I think Bella had spaced out until Theron had knocked on her door, like, again. And she somewhat, like, pauses a little bit before answering him. She's like, yes.
Alright, well, everyone else is downstairs waiting.
I'm still up here, fucking dying inside, but let's move, come on!
Are
Right.
we leaving?
Yes!
That was the plan, yes.
You know, get the Fergus, get the fucking shitty piece of jewelry, save the world, or whatever the fuck.
Bella, again, doesn't quite move. Like, she's not spurred to action right away as they're speaking to her. She takes a couple long, drawn-out moments.
Azov
Like,
takes out his gun. That was a joke.
Oh my god.
That was a joke.
You have 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. The food is cold.
And she probably already ate and got ready. Shit.
Does she have sausage breath again?
That show is fucking devoured.
Yabuku, is it the same tavern key from yesterday?
Yes, Grimsley was the person that took care of you and gave you your food.
Okay, well, everyone... Well, everyone is, like, packing together. Adrian is, like, gonna shuffle up, and he's gonna be like... Okay, so, listen. I'm feeling a bit anxious today. Do you have any of that, you know, that ale that's so special on Sail Rise and so on from yesterday?
Alright, well, you know the funny thing about Still Rise Ale, yeah?
Yeah, I know it's not Sail Rise anymore. That's why I'm asking this weirdly.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Oh!
24.
Oh my goodness!
He like looks you up and down, like looks behind him as you see his eyes narrow as he's like looking around at other people.
I don't have any on me under the bar, but how about you meet me out back and I'll hook you up with some.
Jesus.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Ask if he has weed.
He gives you like a little wink and smirks. And you can see him like sort of like waddle his way behind the back into the kitchen.
He's gonna give you a special discount on that.
Okay, everyone, I'll make sure that the cart is ready. Get fucking ready, okay? We're leaving soon. Then I'll waddle outside and to the back.
Okay, you meet him around the back, and he has like a small like a small decanter that's enough for like one serving, but he hands it to you and says,
Merry late sunrise.
Thank you. It's for the nerves.
I put a little bit of me special spice into it too.
What?
It's just
Oh my
five.
God,
It's
it's
just
called-
5 Ks of cocaine. Very late sunrise, eh?
You
Puts
just
his,
see a fucking
puts
meth
his,
shard
like-
in there.
puts like his hands in his pockets and like looks up and down the alley when darts back into the fucking kitchen.
I'll well, he gives it to me. I'll sneak him a gold coin.
Oh, nice.
He
Attitude
ju- he just-
attitude plus 15.
go.
Fucking divinity.
He just hands you like a baking sheet of some mysterious substance of some kind. What? Okay.
Don't ask a second. The second he's inside, I fucking chug it.
Oh,
Woo.
little Gus.
Is it bitter?
Holy shit, you gained 20 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. Holy shit.
That's better than the last roll, Jesus.
That was a natural.
How long do those 10 hit points last?
Until your next long rest.
Oh
Until they run out.
shit!
Holy shit, I'm a tank.
Okay, tank.
Okay.
That was a natural 20. That's kind of sexy.
Let's go add that to the chart.
Okay.
Write that down.
And I
Write that
meet
down.
everyone outside. I'm like super tipsy.
I see Aiden, he has like a
Hey,
special. He has like he
fuckers,
almost
you-
has like this. Actually, he almost has this like this golden ethereal glow around him.
It's just my aura. No, but his face is like flushed.
Palpable
Yes.
Riz.
As off lights a cigarette.
Okay. If Bella's just in a fucking daze or whatever, quick question: is Bella wearing Gordon's ascot? More still?
Well, yes.
Okay. Then he's gonna basically just point to that. Make sure you notice he's pointing to that. It says, "It is time to fight. Let's get going."
I thought we were sneaking in.
Metaphorically.
So,
So come on, let's go.
did Bella finally come out of the room and are we moving now?
I'm hoping.
She definitely hesitates. You can see like she stares like at Adula for a very long time. And before she like rises to her feet, like she can only really think of like, you know, being afraid as she stares at Adula. She thinks of like the severed heads of the Wrens and how she'd lost so many people not even days before, and it's hard, but her fingers ghost onto the ascot and she does like not say anything but nods and follows after the rest.
The back of your head. You hear
Blows open.
Oh my
not
god.
Adula's voice, but you hear fight. Fight until you can't fight anymore. Fight until you have no reason not to. Move forward always. Never look back. The past cannot be changed. Carve your own future. Keep fighting.
That doesn't sound like Gordon's voice, does it?
No.
There's like it's almost like confusion. And for some reason, the thoughts, like the words father, float into her head. Or just. But she shakes it off after, and as she's like walking behind, like the party, like all standing proud, she questions that voice in her head. You know, who are you?
You realize that it wasn't somebody trying to communicate to you. It sounded more like an echo.
Echo.
A replaying of an event that might have happened before. Maybe a memory. Yours? You're not sure.
Someone. An echo. That. The words give her like newfound resolve. Her fingers tightened around Adula before fastening her into her place on her ear.
As they're walking, Theron is looking at twirling the flower that the little girl gave him between his fingers.
You see, it's bloomed actually a little bit more now. It's no longer drooping out of your pocket, but it almost accompanies the little gold trim of your cloak. Before well, bringing your cloak in front of you and hiding it from sight.
Oh, the flower was in his hand.
Okay.
Just puts it, like, in his ear.
Okay. And
Okay. Everyone ready?
Yep. Let's keep going.
No regrets. We're way into deep now to, I don't know, regret this or to question what we're doing. So, everyone, get on this fucking cart and let's fucking go.
To be honest, I doubt there's enough space for everyone. On depending really. So, oh, is
Who
this like
wants
a
to be
cart
in the
cart?
car?
Bella had probably already grabbed like her breakfast or whatever, like her forgotten breakfast, and probably like ate as fast as she could before she just like she doesn't. Azoth doesn't even get the question like out before like Bella's sitting on the cart.
Okay,
There we go.
who's next? Those 3 more spots here.
Theron climbs on.
Okay, Morgan, Yungzing, Bohem.
Morgan will climb on.
If
There you
there's no
go.
more space, you just wild shape or walk.
Okay, we walk.
Okay.
Let's get going.
Yeah, it's easy enough to walk on the opposite end of the cart. You will obviously be walking at walking pace, but you'll make your way over. It is let's see here. So, walking speed, Gordon's estate is an hour away, and double that would be Fergus's estate, so it would be a 2-hour walk. It is pretty early in the morning. I would say it's around 7 or 8. So, we're going to just take a quick little break because I have to do something. We'll be back then.
Okay.
Right.
On the road
Okay.
again. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Rock.
It's mostly rock.
Damn, I was gonna say we could just start a fire.
Okay.
Damn it.
I say to just, if you want to do inside reconnaissance, we do give Bella the chance to talk with Fergus and see what his deal would be. I'd say we give the diplomacy like at least like a semi chance, and if it's gonna take more than a fucking day, we just steal it.
But would it be a good idea to like do it as Bella? Because if the Red Hand catches on, he's gonna know that our group did it, and we're gonna paint a target on our backs more than we already have.
Okay.
Especially because we are directly interfering with it this time. We were just being annoyances before. We are actually getting in his way, and that could be dangerous.
If anyone's gonna discuss about it, it would be Bella, and you just don't bring up talk about anything Red Hand related, or that your parents are dead, or anything of suspicion, and just say
Then
you
what-
want.
But
Yeah,
then what
yeah,
are you
just
even gonna say to him? That you don't
say
have
you
a
want-
reason to talk to him.
Say you want the brooch to remember Gordon. That's the most realistic.
That is not suspicious at all, you know what I mean?
It's not as suspicious as just getting sniped.
This is all in character.
Is it so? This is
It is. I slap Bohem in the face.
I counter slap that slap to not get slapped. But besides
You're
the
too
point,
tiny.
realistically, if anyone's gonna actually, do
Okay, let's make a vote. Who is for actually like trying to talk to them, and who's for not talking to them at all?
Here's
Not
the thing.
I raise for no discussion.
I raise for discussion.
I raise for discussion as well because I see the merit in both, but Bohem, your idea doesn't make sense because at the
Okay.
will, Bella was the sole inheritor of everything.
Yes.
She has plenty of things to remember Gordon by. So the fact that she's
Okay.
specifically seeking out the brooch would definitely be suspicious.
That is true.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
That's 2-2. Youngjin,
Wait, what? Huh?
talk or no talk?
Talk means, just getting to probably get Fergus to, like, we buy the key.
Wait,
To the
Morgan,
Elder
did you
Store.
vote for talk or no talk? Because you said
God damn
discussion.
it, my fucking leg.
wait, no, I meant like talk about the plan, not like talk to him.
No,
Oh.
I said
That's what we're voting.
voting
There you
talk to
Oh,
him
shit.
or not.
Oh no, I vote
Okay.
no actually.
And there we
Yes,
have it.
3-1.
We,
What about you, Theron? Okay,
Let's
he's
just-
voting again.
okay.
I still think we should make a plan.
This is what
That's
we're
what
doing,
we're
right,
doing
now.
right now.
That's why we even bothered to fucking vote. We just need to know if we're gonna fucking steal it to begin with, risk having that red hand just see us, and then we just chance it at that point.
Okay, look, Bohem. The thing is, even if we talk to them, imagine you ask for the approach and he says no. Well, then you still have to fucking break in, and the problem is though they know about the brooch then, so that just makes it harder.
Okay.
And no matter what, we need to break in anyway, So
Okay.
why would we
Are
talk to
we
them?
arguing about what we're
give them-
doing again?
Yes.
Yeah,
give them-
we're arguing,
Oh,
yes,
good.
but
Oh, good.
we're probably just gonna steal it, Jesper. That's what it's looking like. So let's
Well,
just let's sneak in and fuck it with it. And
we could do
chance
the
it.
hidden third option.
Yeah.
What's the
That
hidden
mean?
option?
I didn't say that the
scared
only
now.
other option is to sneak in and steal. I just think talking is not an option here.
I think the third option we should do is someone distracts Fergus,
Okay.
bring him to the front door. Maybe like someone that he probably wouldn't remember,
Okay.
and say, "Hey, can I buy the brooch off you?" As everyone else that is more stealth inclined, go in.
but then-
and,
But then again, that would be a clue to, that the
Yeah.
brooch is the item. I think
Yeah.
you should just put someone, disguise them as someone, I don't know, like a random person that just, I don't know, wants business with them at the front door, and then someone just fucking steals it.
It's a shame that a person that can disguise themselves at will as anyone is not here today.
Yeah.
I mean, there
have
is
a
people-
bootleg version of it.
There is people that
Yes.
Fergus has not seen of our
I
party.
will say this. If you want Morgan to go in as a distraction, I will let her transform into somebody and try to keep Fergus occupied, if that is the route that you're taking.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
probably help with that too, because I'm not the most stealth inclined.
Yeah.
DM, has Fergus seen every single one of our characters? Because I don't think so.
The people that Fergus had not seen was...
It would be like Morgan, probably just
Fergus-
Morgan.
Fergus had not seen Morgan. Everyone else that was at the Willow reading, Fergus has seen before.
Okay.
So I would also if I didn't know like the red hand could see through invisibility, I would try to disguise self as Fergus while stealing it, but that doesn't seem to be that won't
What?
matter much, I imagine too.
If he notices us stealing something, he knows we're stealing the key, and he knows who it is. That he's not stupid.
I was hoping we want to alert him, but it's just
The question is
just
someone
oh.
that just goes to the front door and just like tries to distract them actually gonna get Fergus out? What if he just has, I don't know, mate or something? You know? We have to think of a distraction that would actually get a lot of people that are in the house, outside, or to the front. I don't know who has something
Might
like that.
be
Magic
a
people.
far-fetched idea, but like, oh fuck, how do I explain this? Maybe Yunqing using her little disguise self and Morgan doing Morgan shit, going and saying that they're fuck. How do I explain this?
Take your time.
So you want to disguise self yourself while Morgan uses her
I mean, like
natural
two
ability to do.
two is better than one,
Yeah,
Have disguise
and I
self.
was like,
but it doesn't disguise your voice, so he
All
would
my food's
definitely
here, be back.
recognize you because
I
Bella's
mean-
voice is still Bella's.
Okay.
You're right. And he would recognize Bella out of everyone.
So
Yeah.
like, we could either do what Jaji said, because that is a good plan, or we just send in Morgan by herself to do it, and the rest of us try to sneak in. Or some of us sneak in, Morgan distracts, and the one, like for example, I'm pretty much fucked in this plan because I'm not the best at hiding. So it's either try to sneak in with you guys, might ruin that, stay out and wait for you guys, or help with the distraction.
If there's gonna be multiple people like maybe like 2 out of 3 or the whole 3 of the stealth boys go in, I can at least make sure we all succeed on the checks. Oh, thank fucking Christ!
All right. Can't
Okay.
be
Okay.
what's required.
Okay. Hello, Toreth.
Hi.
We're-
If I need to make any rolls, don't know how I'm gonna do that. Oh, I have the roll 20. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So what fill me in? What's going on?
That's a good idea, Jaji,
so-
but it might be a bit awkward.
You guys are currently on the cart about to make your way over towards the Fergus estate.
Yeah.
Is the
We-
cart-
More planning.
We did have,
you're heading in that direction. So
Mhm.
first you're heading towards Gordon's, and then you're heading to the Fergus estate.
Yeah, we did
Okay,
have
so
like
we're going
the
to Gordon's first.
motivation. Yeah, we did have like the motivation to go obviously checking for, Gorn's secret
Oh, hey,
room if we
Tori.
don't know it exists. So if you want to babble that as more again, so we can get that out of the way now.
Yeah, Booker, can you fill me in on what I was told about the second study? What Dexter said to me about it?
The second city?
Study.
Study. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? So, all Dexter said was that, all Dexter really said was that there was a secret compartment in Gordon's study that might hold something important.
Okay, so we're going to Gordon's anyway, right?
Gordon's is the halfway point between Mondstadt and Fergus's estate.
Yeah. And if what Morgie said in DMs is correct, they're going there anyways, correct? I don't know why, but they're gonna stop there.
You're not stopping.
Possibly.
You have not planned to stop there because there was no motivation to go there, but you will be passing there directly.
So we could.
So there is the
There-
possibility to stop there.
Yeah, it's on the way.
I don't know. I don't know if Moore would say anything.
Of course you want it.
I mean, I guess she would, because I don't know when they'll get another chance. So yeah, she'd say something.
Fuck.
Okay.
So what does she
So
say?
you get
Okay. I'm trying to think of question first. Right. When I was speaking to Dexter, he filled me in on a little detail he seemed to have missed about Gordon's study. Gordon? Is that his name? Gordon? Yeah, Gordon. There's a compartment in his study that supposedly could have something of use for us.
of use, you say.
I don't know what it is, but I know there's theoretically something.
Just in general, or do he give you like anything specific?
No, he just said something in Gordon's study.
Do you have a hint where it could be in the study?
I don't, right, Yabuku?
You know that it's a secret room.
Okay. Well, if it's a secret room, it kind of narrows down a few places where it couldn't be. So, I guess.
Secret room around the study. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we
Okay.
want to do that first and then go to Fergus, or go to Fergus and then do the secret room?
It's closer. If it's like around, I'm willing to like
The only issue with doing the secret room first is that the Red Hand could make his move as we're messing around with the secret room. Because the secret room's not going in.
True.
The question is, do we need everyone at the secret room? Because we have people that are really good at like investigating and stuff, and we have people that are just not good at that. So we could just already like send some people.
Yes,
we could already send some people like further to Fergus just to like, I don't know, get a layout. I don't know, find something where we can like store our card and so on. Or I mean, we can leave the card at the mansion, but still, I don't know. Just something where we can like sleep if we're surveilling it overnight or something.
I'd say if it's like if only we like knew where it was and wouldn't take us like fucking 40 hours to like search like to pull the right fucking book on a bookshelf. But if someone with like high ass investigation feels confident enough in like, you know, being in and out in less than like 30 minutes, I'm willing to just, you know, wait for them or let them catch up maybe.
It might be good for Bella to stay behind because not only is she familiar with Gordon's estate, because I think she's been there a lot, but she has a voice that Fergus would definitely recognize.
That is true, but the problem is you are kind of like our utility tool. And I'll be honest, if something goes wrong, we kind of need you because you are invisibility and stuff, you know.
True.
So pretty much, Azov's going to check out the second study, unless someone.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't. Like, if we do this, we should have all hands on deck.
Yeah, and I'm willing to like give it like a good 30 minutes to an hour, so everyone could be with us.
Okay, the thing about how we decide to do this is if we split the party, we ensure that we're not wasting time. But then again, we're splitting the party. If we go to Fergus's first, we're potentially leaving behind something that could help us with the encounter in the study for later. Or if we went to the study first, we're potentially wasting time. So we kind of just have to pick the lesser of three evils here.
Well, we started off really early in the morning, so I feel like feasibly we should all have time to stop by Gordon's and like thoroughly investigate and then head to Fergus.
I'm willing to think that way too, yeah.
It depends. You have to think about how much fucking time we wasted in the last days.
True. As long as there's not like, if it's like we find it, it's just basically a room with cool shit and it's not a whole ass dungeon. I'm keen on just going and checking Gordon's room.
If it helps finding things faster, let's all go to the study, I guess. Get it done, but as fast as possible, and then move on. But like, just fucking do something, you know?
I agree.
I agree. Okay.
As long as like we have 13 eyes on the fucking study, we're all good.
Okay.
I say we linger like maybe no more than, depending on how long you want to do it, like 10, maybe 30 minutes, hour if we're pushing it, and then we head to Fergus's.
Yeah.
No matter if we find nothing. Like, but I think if we find nothing, we should take all the party with us because Azov, we would definitely need healing if we got ourselves into like a scrape. Like we barely survived like some of the other ones, and like all of our healers were there.
Yeah.
Look, we can even push it to an hour on the fucking study. I don't care because we can hurry to the manor. We don't have to like pay small walk to Fergus's. We can like be fast, but we just have to get to the manor first and do something.
Yeah.
Before we like make more decisions.
We have resources to like, you know, hurry. True. Let's just get to the study and search for study.
What say you, Theron and Youngzin?
I go with the particles.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, study it is.
So, walking distance will be an hour. If you guys are hurrying, you can make there in 30 minutes if Yungjing decides to wild shape.
Oh, I could also use my new horse that I got.
You could.
Oh yeah.
You have a horse?
I got a horse from the magic item that Jaji gave me.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. The horse go away, or is it forever a horse?
It is forever a horse.
Until it dies, probably.
Yeah, until
Is it a
dies.
male horse?
Whoa!
I don't answer
Okay,
that. Naboo.
Lord, just
I
summon the
want
horse.
to know because Leonard's a female, and maybe Leonard could have some good.
Okay.
Have a boyfriend.
No.
Let's okay. Not. This is
I'm sorry
Okay.
that I like my horse. Okay.
what a day. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. So are you gonna use your horse to make this easier, Morrigan?
Sure.
Okay. So, this sort of robe that you have tucked in your backpack, you take it off and you examine some of the patches, and ripping one of them off, you sort of like frisbee it onto the ground, and this like puff of like slight purplish smoke in front of you appears a fully grown stallion.
Let's go.
You can decide what color it is.
Ooh. Does that? Okay. Black.
Okay. So if you ride the horse, Joaquin, you will need to share the horse with one other person.
I would say I would offer to drive it because I know how to drive horses, and then I would offer Morrigan to ride with me because it is Morrigan's horse.
Valid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you will make it there in 30 minutes then.
Roger. Nice.
Okay, speeding down, speeding up the hill of Mondstadt, you trailblaze your way over towards Gordon's estate. The ice is relatively melted, but like this slush and muck is mixing together on this old dust road, and it's making things a little bit unsettling to travel quickly on, but you make it there without a hitch.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Okay. I even when we're just there, Joaquin's gonna like fastly like tie the horse to some like off stable or tree, and then just automatically make his way into the study, not caring.
Okay.
He just wants to get there.
So is everybody going in then?
Hell yeah,
Yes.
brother.
Bella's
I
definitely
suppose so.
Okay. The study and the house is exactly how you all left it. It is decrepit, unfurnished, a little bit dustier than before, but
What about the dirt on the ground?
the dirt on the ground is undisturbed.
Does the mirror still have the red handprint?
It does.
Is it still covered?
The mirror?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, gang, split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Okay.
While this is
Okay.
We're okay.
while this is all happening, what Joaquin is basically just gonna like take any like off chance reflective surface he sees and like opens like the balcony and just throws it out the window.
Jesus Christ.
So you take silverware,
Yep.
little knickknacks, plates, some off mirrors, all of that
I guess
out the window.
if there's like any cool knickknacks, he might like keep one, but like all the rest, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Bro,
Actually,
Bella's just
give me
watching in horror.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, one thing also, he's for sure fucking putting the Lucas in the bag of holding, just so you know. Okay, investigation. Let
Yeah,
me.
this is just for finding stuff to throw out.
Fucking 5.
Nice.
Okay. Everything obvious and in sight you throw out the window.
Cool.
Georgie,
No.
can you guidance me?
Anyone?
I will guidance you.
Okay.
I'll also investigate and I'll guidance myself.
I want to add my endemic superiority dice to this, so hang on. Need 18 plus, that's just a 3, or a 5, ignore the 3. And then the D4, hang on. So that is a,
26.
26. Let's go.
Does my rolls pop up? They don't.
That
Okay.
was you sent them to me. You DM'd them to me, so you got a 19.
And then my thingy, my guidance. 21.
21,
23 from Theron.
23. Okay.
Would I be able to roll history to see, to maybe aid in my investigation check? Like maybe if I could recall some areas that Gordon frequented, or some book titles that he paid special attention to, or maybe some furniture items that seemed out of place that could be indicative to a doorway?
Okay. Gordon spent all of his time inside of the study. You have not... Go ahead and give me a history check.
I was eating hot wings, but I rolled on that 20.
I see. Okay. So, for your history check, you've known Gordon for some time. The one thing that you have really come to terms with is that if he doesn't want to be found out, he won't. So with this history check, I will tell you most likely what it's not. Because Gordon hates cliches. You figure that it will not be some sort of strange bookshelf door. You do not believe that it's going to be some hidden revolving door, or under a carpet or anything. Gordon was flashy. Even in the way that he hid things. You can equate this to how he hid said key right in plain sight in front of all of you. Adrian, you got a 21.
Yes, sir.
Theron got a 23, and Morgan got a 21. Okay.
I got a 26.
The three of you comb this room, looking at every nook and cranny. You find things that you have not really looked at before. In fact, Adrian, you find a coin purse in one of his drawers, so you can add 3 platinum to your. You can add 3 platinum to your
Wacko
gold pouch. Theron, as well. You have. Theron and Morgan, you are looking on the opposite end of the room, pulling on every single book that you can see. Any sort of thing conceivable. You turn tables over, you pull carpets from underneath each other, all relatively efficiently. Azoth, you are drawn to the statue of the lion. You examine it closely, and though you do not see any sort of fulcrum or hinge or any sort of button on it, you can't really seem to take your eyes off of it. It seems so strangely placed in here that it has to be there for something. Surely.
Is it in the corner, or is it in the middle of the room?
It is in the middle of the room where the little, small little pool would be.
Can someone move the statue?
Joaquin, after he just throws a random jar of something at the window, he turns around and says, "Oh, okay," and turns around and starts doing muscular whatever nuts.
Give me a strength check.
Okay, let's see. 11.
It's not
Regular.
budget.
Okay. Is someone want to give me a hand here? As he licks at Azoth.
I'll try to help.
Okay.
With what I know, can I investigate the statue? Because I get this lion statue would sure fit. If not the pool of water.
Give me an investigation check. 16?
16.
Again, sort of like Azoth, you don't notice any obvious contraption on it. You do feel that it is very heavy. Aside from that, nothing really comes to interest.
Can I roll Arcana on it to see if it's like some sort of like magical lock or like some sort of puzzle we need to like solve with magic?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Sort of the same. You don't feel any sort of arcane energy that seems to be resonating from it at all. It doesn't seem to be connected to anything. It's hard to tell if it's even if it's made into the floor itself, or that if you can even move it. Azoth, with your 26, you begin looking even closer at it, and you peer down and you start running your hands over it, and for about 3 minutes or so, you don't really feel anything but this like very smooth and well polished golden statue. Your hand catches onto in between its mouth and its teeth, and you're like, that is strange. But as you pull your finger out, you felt the tiniest bit of movement.
I'll try to fuck around with its mouth then.
Okay. You feel you like reach your hand under, and you sort of like feel where the top and bottom of its jaw separates, and you slide your hand into the lion's mouth and you push down on it. And immediately everyone in the room hears this big whirring of clicks and whistles, and actually, looking back, you feel this like very slight rumbling, and everyone turning around from the statue sees small grates in the pool sort of open up as the water begins to be drained out. And as the water is immediately drained out, the grates close, and you see the bottom of the pool, of the small pool itself, sink into the ground, and sink even more. And this like loud almost scraping, and like again these mechanical locks being like put into place. As all of it settles, the pool has sort of been pushed down into the ground to form a spiral staircase.
So who wants to go first?
Theron will.
Bella will follow right after.
Joaquin was fucking reloading his gun and then just starts walking down.
Theron will with his superior dark vision in case there's no light.
Before Azoth goes down, he's gonna pull out his pocket watch, his funny pocket watch, and he's gonna use it to detect magic.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you take out this watch and you flip it open, and you like point the face of the watch towards the staircase itself, and you feel this like light shimmering of energy, and as you turn back, the little imp inside the watch just shrugs and shakes his head.
Azoth gives him a thumbs up.
Okay.
As everyone is going down, Adrian will click his boots and he will go on the balcony, and he's just gonna sit on the rooftop right above where, you know, the entrance of the home is, and he'll just take watch.
Okay.
He's just gonna wait outside.
Alright, I'll ask you for a perception check in a little bit.
Yep.
Well, You walk down for what seems to be an impossibly long time. This staircase is it goes down very, very deep. You start pondering to yourself after about 20 minutes of walking, if it hasn't ended all. Within these 20 minutes, Adrian, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Yes, I will.
He says as he's currently in the middle of
Shut up.
devouring some chicken
I
wings.
see,
Those greasy
That's an
barbecue
8.
fingers.
For you. Yeah.
Hmm. Off in the distance.
You don't see it.
Off in the distance, you are able to see the Fergus estate from up here. You don't see any movement or sense anything directly underneath you at all, but you're able to keep an eye on it if you wish.
Sure.
It has been about 10 minutes and still no sign of your friends at this point, Adrian. Going back down, however, you guys have made it down. What you see before you is immediately after sort of finally seeing some light from underneath, because as you guys were walking down, these torches were lighting up sort of by themselves to like guide your way, but and it is incredibly cramped, only enough for one person like at a time. As you were making your way down, you finally see this light sort of like peeking through the corner of this spiral staircase, and as you make your way down, you realize that you have been walking along what seems to be a tree, or like the trunk of a tree that has like sort of like been built into the underground itself. And as you walk into this light there, and first immediately you are met with this like very, very large, open, spacious area that seems like a wooden log cabin that has been built underground, but above it there's valves and pipes and hisses, almost like Calsamo's laboratory in a way. And you see different like loft areas that are like open around immediately to your left, and just the entire place is littered with bookshelves. Like there are bookshelves that span until the darkness takes the entire room itself, but once Theron and then Bella, I suppose, walk into the room, this like very bright and large chandelier of what seems to be like a magical chandelier begins to like rotate and light itself up, and once it does, the entire room is now illuminated into this like very beautiful, spacious underground wooden log cabin. And here you are.
Ooh.
Wait, Jesus.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
It was charging right there.
This is.
Yeah, Buko, I just
Theron
wanted to
looks
say,
around
like,
at all of the bookshelves.
after like 20 or 25 minutes, Adrian is probably also gonna make his way down after he doesn't hear of them.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I would say you would have you're currently on the way down of this staircase right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Wait,
let's split up and look for clues, gang.
pretty much, yeah. Joaquin's just gonna basically like wander off and like search for any books that has anything to do with Red Hand to begin with.
Before any of this happens, as everyone sort of makes their way into this, everyone except Adrian, I believe, makes their way into this this underground understudy.
I get it.
You hear footsteps.
Where?
Yabo, does
Yeah.
my earring glow?
No.
Does my necklace glow?
No. Actually,
Does my gun glow?
What?
it does.
Oh. Okay. You see Theron tense up a little, looking around.
Joaquin points to the Omen Killer at the sound of the steps reactively.
Can I tell where the footsteps are coming from?
Coming from directly in front of you, seemingly behind one of the bookshelves.
Theron will start to slowly walk towards the sound.
Joaquin also. So
As you make your way over, behind the bookshelf, you see this faint blue glow. As it gets stronger, as these footsteps are approaching, you see, as they turn the corner, looking immediately at you, incredibly shocked, is a tallish man with medium-length curly hair, a little on the tired side, wearing these very comfortable-looking robes, almost like a bathrobe. You see, however, that this man is what appears to be an ethereal light blue hologram, as all of you instantly recognize Gordon looking at all of you.
hello, Gordy.
How is this possible?
Bella like puts her hand over her mouth and like she already starts tearing up a little bit, but like instead of saying anything, she reaches she almost like reaches her hands out, like her hand out towards him, keeping the other over her mouth.
It fucking took you long enough.
Joaquin is like
Gordon.
reactive, like every other second. Joaquin's like reactively like putting the gun back up and down again. And he says,
Okay.
"Is it a fucking ghost or something? What the fuck?"
It's a little more technical than that, but let's say so. Holy shit. Bells, how are you?
Cool.
Not really your uncle, dear, but the and I don't mean that in a poetic standpoint either. I'm really not Gordon, but I am.
So you're just hollow. What's it of him?
Okay.
Joaquin like puts his hand like see if it goes through him.
What are you, like an echo?
He like clicks his fingers. Precisely, actually. Gordon, well, the real Gordon that's dead now, was in the possession of a very rare artifact called an Echo Stone. Is any of you familiar?
Are we?
Joaquin nods,
Am I?
even though he doesn't know.
Anyone give me a history check?
History. I'm good at that. Never mind.
Nope.
I'm not good at that yet.
I am good at it, but I rolled a 2.
Okay. 2. Okay. Morgan, Bella, and oh, she's not here. Okay, never mind. Bella and Joaquin. An Echo Stone is a very rare rock, essentially. It is a crystal that, when slept beside for 365 days, essentially downloads the person's consciousness onto the stone, allowing them to make a sort of construct of their personality. They know everything that they know. It is often used by narcissists to reflect their own ideas on themselves.
Andran.
It was first, I suppose Joaquin would get the notion, would know that early monarchs and rulers would believe that it was a form of immortality when it truly wasn't. Once you were dead, you stayed dead.
Joaquin finally fucking like raises an eyebrow and like puts the fucking gun back in the holster, and then he like crosses his arms and like everything makes sense now.
Yeah. Okay. How do I explain this? I'm essentially a download or construct of the Gordon that you knew. I may sound like him. I may talk like him. I may look like him. But I'm not truly that Gordon. I believe that Gordon is dead.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
Yes.
by a certain red-handed individual.
I feared that was the case. Okay.
God.
I trust that he had left behind the clue to the key.
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you have the key?
The will?
Not yet.
We do not have the key yet, no.
We are
Okay.
on our way to go attain it, hopefully.
Well, that's fine. So long as you get it before Silrise, then it'll still be functioning.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Joaquin like just stares into space.
So it's
Well
actually the
then.
day after Silrise, so
Yeah.
Sunrise was yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Sunrise was yesterday.
By the by, we're assuming the key's the brooch, right? The bronze fuck
Well,
thing?
yes, yes, of course.
Okay, just making sure. We don't have it yet, and it's,
And Sunrise was yesterday.
Yeah.
You sort of see the Echo Gordon sink into the floor a little bit.
Okay, so
And then,
okay,
like,
why? Okay,
back
please
up.
specify. Please specify why we need to get it by Stillrise.
Well, I suppose at first I should explain to you what this key is for.
That would help,
Please.
yes.
At this point, Adrian, you also walk down.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Adrian! I like what you do to the hair.
Yo! Oh. I don't know. New style. How are you doing this right now?
he's a robot.
Essentially, not Gordon, just an echo of him.
Ghost boy.
Cool.
He points up to the ceiling, and on the chandelier you see actually this very faint blue gem that seems to be projecting itself onto the entire study.
Wait a minute. If you're just
Nice.
an image, how did your footstep make noise?
How
Like
is he
what?
talking if he's just an image?
He like stomps his foot on the floor, and you can barely clearly hear the noise.
Hmm.
Not really in an image. I suppose Theron would describe me much more like a ghost than anything, but I'm a lot more complicated than that.
So, anyways, what was this key used for?
I think you should all take a seat, as I believe that you're all very due for a history lesson.
Okay.
And he floats up the stairs and makes his way up to one of the top lofts where there's a table.
Farron will follow.
King pulls a
Bella
Riker on
too.
one of the chairs.
You see,
I take one of the random chairs and just sit reverse on it.
you see the image sort of jerk and fizzle a little bit and corrects itself. Okay. Well, what do any of you know on the War of Absolution?
Well, what do we?
Joaquin just sort of pulls the gun out and puts it on the table a bit.
Can I roll?
Yeah, can we roll?
I would be educated in it.
Gordon's eyes widen as he looks down. Is
At
that
the
what
gun?
I think it is?
Joaquin smiles and nods.
Wow. An aspect in my study. Well, not mine, in our study. I never thought. Oh, I am accomplished. I can die happy now.
Well,
Well,
When
good for you,
someone
buddy.
fades away, we don't learn anything.
Shut
So when his uploader speak up, we just interrupt him.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I will, Okay, sorry. I need to, calm the nerves.
Continue. I'm sorry. Don't blow your top because of some platinum.
This world, used to be ruled by the Golden Dominion, but before then, the Golden Dominion, Saran and his siblings, were all together, him alongside the Deathless Kings. They were all one big happy family. During the early reign, when humanity was first being established as a growing nation as a whole, back when Dragonbarrow was the only continent that was discovered at the time, the goddess of death, Rakea, had, well, fable to all of this is just myth and legends, but myth and legends are all basis for something. But anyway. The curse mark of death was a blessing that Rakea had passed on to every mortal being that had been created by the Gold Dominion. It had also been passed on to the humans that were already living in this world. It essentially gave people the ability to die. They believed that life needs to have a meaning, and for it to have a meaning, it should end. Look how well that one turned out for me.
Therian kind of chuckles.
Nothing is truly immortal. Even the gods themselves. And they were all willing to accept this idea. However, some were not. Rakea's guidance of death was a very underlying set of roots that kept humanity and the population of this world grounded as a whole. It enabled people to live their lives with fear, but also with great ambition, because they knew eventually that it was going to end. Some of their siblings did not like this. Guidance of death was something that the Deathless believed should not have been bestowed upon what are supposed to be immortal. Some say that they feared death, some say that they simply did not wish to feel weaker. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the war that broke out. It started in the floating city of Ardvar. I suppose, once a beautiful, lush island of unimaginable stature. It was the birthplace of the War of Absolution, where the gods and the Deathless that had freshly broken themselves out of the curse mark of death had waged war on their brothers and sisters, but a war of that scale would have torn the world asunder. So instead they employed their children, humans, elves, any sort of creature at the time that existed, as well as their children that they had with mortal parents. Apparently the gods also have carnal desires, so you can't really blame me, can you? Okay, sorry. I suppose I should get to the point. During the time when the war broke out in Ardvar, it was exploring, or, well, the entire floating city had been hovering over a desolate wasteland of sorts. That desolate wasteland turned out to be Lariath. And as the war broke out and the city fell, and demigods all were slaughtering one another in the name of their parents and in the name of the gods that they believed in, a massive cataclysm was formed in Lariath. Cataclysm so large that created a crater large enough to almost, well, split the continent in half. But fortunately it didn't, but after years, the fallen city had been buried, and over that, centuries passed and the war had finished. The Deathless were either beaten, sealed away, and the Golden Dominion had re-established order once again. The floating city of Aradvar lies underneath the Lake of Liturgence. The lighthouse was one of the gateways into the source tunnels. The source tunnels were a set of interconnecting paths that soldiers had taken from one place to go from one place to another, as Lariath had once been what appeared to be nothing but either tundra or grasslands, had now become a fully fledged battlefield, a no man's land, and the safest way to traverse the place was underground. The most direct area to get into Aradvar had been through the lighthouse in the lake, where a special contraption was placed down by scholars of old. But since Silrise is over, and I didn't wish for it to fall into the wrong hands, Gordon had placed a special sort of seal on this key for it to only work until a certain time, as a failsafe, just in case no one had gotten to it. Because if you guys didn't, then neither should Farian.
So what now?
Well, there's a few things. There is only one thing that Farian will be after in Ardvar. The Unmaker. Much like this relic here, though infinitely more powerful, the Unmaker was a relic that had been created directly by Rakea herself. It does what it says. Anything that exists, any living thing and inanimate object that exists in this world, the Unmaker has the power to undo, to completely blink it away from existence as he clicks his fingers. It is incredibly powerful. It is so powerful, in fact, that even Rakea's champion had sealed it away alongside in his tomb. However, there should be no way that Farian will be able to get into the source tunnels now. But fortunately for you, you do.
We do.
Is this gonna be one of those, like, better physical things, or is there an actual way in we can go in?
As he turns and looks at the end of the room, he points and you see a very heavy-looking black iron gilded door that is locked by what appears to be several wooden planks, as well as many locks, mundane and arcane.
It's supposed to break through that, specifically.
I have not ventured far in. I cannot stray this far away from the stone, and the cradle in this chandelier is the only thing charging it, as once it loses charge, I will disappear entirely. Tell me, did Gordon ever finish that book? and the darkness fell upon them.
Did he?
Did he?
I don't think he did he?
Bella would know that he was working on the last few sentences of the last chapter.
Oh.
Almost. Just a few sentences away.
Darn. He told me that it would be a secret as to how it ended. Now I guess I'll never know. No one can predict Gordon, not even himself.
Theron has been fidgeting with the knife this whole time. Trying to wrap his head around all of it.
So how do we open the big scary door?
I should have a set of keys in one of the chests over by it, but taking those bars off will have to be up to you, because as he like phases his hand through the fucking table.
And is it dangerous in those tunnels?
Again, I'm only really able to peek my head in a couple of times, but who knows?
So basically,
stay on your guard.
Whatever in there has been undisturbed for hundreds, if not
Thousands of years.
thousands of years.
and it will lead
Yet
us to
we-
the Unmaker, hopefully.
Yet we have not a single choice but to go forward. So,
Well,
we better be on our way.
I did not mean to put all of this on you, but you all were the only idea that I had. I'm sorry. It was selfish of Gordon to put this burden on people, especially you, Bells. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, like it was just like a little like a sigh, like Bella's expression, like kind of like she doesn't meet like the spirit's eyes for a second.
Well, not like I was doing much anything either way.
What was Adrian gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna try to give imaginary Gordon a pad on the bag. Obviously it doesn't work, but just, gesturing and saying, you and Gordon did well, and, if we're humanity's last hope, we're kind of fucked, but,
I'll drink
at least
to that.
at least there is someone, right?
Of all people, I have this because I fucked up, man. As he like waves around Omen Killer. Like thematically we're doomed, but specifically, I'm just glad I get to do something, I guess. At this point. That makes sense.
I want to implore. Thorian is not going to use the Unmaker. If he gets his hands on it, he's not going to use it to wreak havoc or kill people with. I should be more worried about what he's planning on stopping with it.
Can I ask you a question, not Gordon?
Go ahead.
Did you know that Ravian was my grandfather, or distant relative?
I worked with him for some time. Well, how do I explain this? I stayed by his side for some time as a child. Until he died.
Red Hand? Wait. That when the Red Hand died?
Yes.
We just met him the other day.
Well, last I knew of him, he was a very old man.
How long
He
ago
really
was this?
isn't. I talked to him. He really is not an old man.
I don't know how he was able to bring himself back, and truly, if I'm being honest with you, Logan, it's not the first time he's done it either.
Hmm.
So somehow he took Rakia's blessing off of him, and now he's walking again. And how long was this?
How long until I met him? Beforehand?
Yeah, just so we have a time frame specifically.
Around 20 years ago.
Okay. Good to know. And that black door will lead us to the Undercity, correct? And that's where we'll find the Unmaker.
Well, it will lead you into the Source Caverns, but I'm not sure if it will lead you into Aradvar. There are a multitude of these, scattered all around Lariath. But this is your only hope now.
Yeah.
Gordon, to unrelated question. Is this place, like, I don't know, protected or something from people listening in? We talked about some really, like, important stuff, you know? I just want to make sure we're not being followed.
Adrian, we are about 1.5 miles underground.
Okay.
I think we'll be
Sorry,
okay.
I'm paranoid, Gordon. You know what you got me into.
There are a few of you that I would like to speak in private to.
Yeah.
Yungxing.
Ones. Oh.
Yes? Sir, go on.
And he, like, sort of floats down towards you and nods over to more of a, more of a isolated corner of the room and begins walking over there.
Yunxing will look at the rest of you guys and then follow.
You didn't deliver the letter to your mother yet, did you?
No, sir. I haven't gotten the chance to.
That is okay.
What business did you have with my mother, if I may ask?
I suppose, you should read it for yourself. Now that, well, I'm gone, Gordon is gone, there's no other shame left in me. I didn't write it.
If it's that sort of relationship, then I sort of figured, but...
It's not what it sounds.
Alright.
I think reading it, you will understand that he's not really the kind of beast that you think that he is, or that he appears to be, at least.
Okay. And she takes out the letter, very carefully opens it.
I will send it to you.
Eye emoji.
This letter can't stop me, because I can read.
What up?
Robert
I'm
said
Jared.
He's not a beast, but my medical records say otherwise. You know what I mean, boys?
No.
Actually, I don't.
A lot of STDs. Gordon had a lot of STDs.
Look, he knows, but I don't.
He knows, but I don't.
That's gay as fuck, dude.
It really is, no?
Bro, ain't no way.
So it was a love letter. Okay.
It's just a dick pic.
Oh, I know that.
A ye olden dick pic.
Can you give this to your mother?
Girl.
It's frisky
My
and
dying wish.
not yes.
Just a prank, bro.
He
No way.
never had the chance to give it to her himself. I called him a pussy for it.
That's unfortunate, especially considering my mother's marital status at the time.
Oh no, I'm fully aware of that.
Oh boy.
Man, still shooting his shot.
You missed it.
Even beyond the grave.
Can you
Man
blame him?
fumbled the bag so hard.
Please,
Just because
blame
there was
him.
just know, I'm not that Gordon.
You're not that Gordon. You not get Gordon.
just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Exactly.
No. On another note that has absolutely nothing to do with this, I was just curious about the letter. Farin has already made a relatively relatively obvious establishment that the Dreaming Town is got something to do with whatever he's anticipating.
Yes, we encountered a treant, presumably under his control, earlier on the day of Bella's wedding. And he told me a few things about what he'd been summoned to do and what he knew. And he did tell me about what would be coming to the Feywild.
What did it mention?
Something that should not exist
You see
on
his,
its way to both this world and the Feywild.
you see his eyes widen slightly. I see. Just do take care of yourself. He begins walking back. With that being said, I don't know how you are all going to proceed. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask. You can have a look around before you decide to make your departure.
I guess of note, is there anything you think we should take with us to the source? Just in general, I mean.
Fucking thing cut out. Well, I don't have anything here directly that is of note. I
Okay.
have some useful things, but nothing that would really flash in my mind about that would be essential to you.
I guess we'll
You can feel free to look around if you wish. If you're looking for anything in particular, let me know.
I guess this point you're way into the useful things, and I'll pick them up, I guess. So I just stand up.
Okay. Well, there were some things that I had prepared, but actually, follow me. And
Okay.
as you two go off for a second, what does everyone else like to do?
Theron is gonna wait for Gordon to come back because he also has a question for him.
Okay.
Perhaps I was gonna look around.
Adrian is gonna sneak up the stairs, like just a few, and just listen if he hears any footsteps or anything.
Okay.
Joaquin's just following Gordon.
Azoth, give me an investigation check, and Adrian, give me a perception check.
We got a 19.
You got a 19? Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Azoth, you are...
Got a 19 too.
Wonderful, okay. Azoth, you are snooping around, and you look on... Something catches your eye on top of one of the bookcases. You, like, get on your tippy toes and reach over it and take it down, and you see this, like, very... like leather-bound briefcase that has these like golden the briefcase itself is actually extremely long, but it has these like golden clasps on it. Would you like to open it?
Azoth opens it. Yep.
Okay.
No hesitation.
You see a beautiful black ivory and gold inlaid arquebus.
Ooh.
That is like resting alongside there with like a set of what appears to be silver bullets.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh.
He's gonna pocket the bullets first, and he's gonna take out the what is it, Arceus?
Arquebus. So
Arquebus.
it'll function like a musket.
There you go.
It'll function like a musket in game. So it's an intelligence-based weapon. It's two-handed, and it can only hold one bullet inside of it for 1d12 piercing plus your intelligence modifier.
It's gold, and it's black and gold. You said
Is
it's gold.
Mine's got iced out.
I was
Ice, baby.
I'll send
blicky.
you,
Retard Riz.
I'll send you a picture of what it looks like. Here you go.
Is it to reload this gun? Is it still a bonus action, or is it an action?
It is either a bonus action or an attack action.
Okay.
So you can if you have extra attack, you can forego one of the extra attacks to reload the gun.
Gotcha.
Okay. And with it, there is 6 silvered bullets.
Ooh, I like the look. How do you spell it, by the way?
Oh lord.
Here you go.
And does this does it look old? Like it's been around for a long while?
Yes, it does look old, but like looking at it, it feels very solid in the structure. Like the structure.
It's still
itself
sound. It's
yeah.
just like, gotcha.
Mhm.
Cool. He's gonna load it up with one of the silver bullets just so it's loaded, and then that's me for now.
Okay. Adrian, you are currently peering up the stairs, having an ear out, listening for anything. Do not really hear a sound. Not yet.
Not yet.
Joaquin, Echo Gordon sort of like walks back towards the door, and he like sort of like scratches his head and looks around a little bit before pointing at a chest. This like wood and brown leather chest, and he like points at it and says, "I'm not sure if it works, but you can give this a go."
Sure, he like, sure thing, yeah. He opens the chest, sees what's in.
Okay. So you see what appears to be a leather harness.
Oi.
that you sort of wear around your arms, and then this piece of leather is sort of like goes across your chest and like around your back. So Gordon called it the blink back bandolier, but
Fuck.
I'm not sure if it works. He's spent some time fidgeting with it, but it's supposed to retrieve bullets after you shot them.
Oi shit.
Oh,
That's
Holy shit.
useful.
that's huge.
He like wears it and like takes off his leather jacket and then, you know, fashions it on and then puts the jacket back on.
Okay.
I will wear it with pride, Echo Gordon.
So it is a
Um,
leather bandolier, and
Okay.
it has no attunement.
Yeah.
And it when you shoot a bullet from a gun, the bullet will appear back in the bandolier after your turn ends.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
crazy.
That's
nice.
shit. That's cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Fucker got an Infinity Minecraft bow.
Before they come back, actually, Theron will turn to Bella and just ask, "Are you alright?"
Ask if she's alright.
Yeah.
You can really like kind of obviously tell that she had been crying, but she wipes like her face very quickly and then nods, like as if nothing happened.
Right. Well, that was definitely a surprise for all of us, but for you most of all, I imagine.
I don't know if I. You know, when you lose someone, you think that you'd give anything to see them again. And I would. But I don't think I was quite prepared for it.
Right. And it's not really him.
No, it's not.
I don't know what I was expecting down here, but that was the last thing.
I don't know what I expected down here either. But we're the only ones who know about this, don't we? Other than Tharian.
I imagine so.
You see Bella take a shaky deep breath. Have you spoken to Gordon already? You said you wanted to speak to him earlier when
Yeah,
Yaba.
I haven't yet.
Okay. She's going to look up at you and just place that no one's gone for thousands of years. I can't tell if it sounds terrifying or exciting.
I think it's a bit of both. But we do need to be careful.
We don't know what we're up against.
No,
At
we do
least up
not.
Here we had the comfort, knowing we were up against the rune and his followers. Now, we know nothing.
But we aren't alone. We are a group now. As long as we stick together, we should be fine.
Agree. You see Bella, like, her hands go to, like, grasp her earring. It's almost like self-comforting in a way.
Then kind of cocks his head, looking at her, like, fidgeting with the earring, and just goes, "So how does that work exactly?"
I don't know.
Right. I've seen it glow before, but
Well, it glows when I'm in danger. Or when there's something dangerous nearby, or someone.
Theron takes out his necklace from under his shirt. Is it still glowing?
It is. Well, it's
Okay. This kind of does the same. Not exactly danger, but when certain creatures are around, it glows.
You kind of hear, like, Bella audibly, like, swallow. What kind of creatures?
It was the ones that the Divine Hunter worked for, right?
yeah. So fiends, face, celestials, and undead.
Yeah. Well, celestials, fae, undead, and fiends.
I see. So, there's a monster nearby then.
Could I deduce that the necklace is considering the echo of Gordon to be undead or something? Yabuko?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes.
Oh.
The necklace is the necklace is. You can sort of put together that the necklace is deducing the Echo Stone, which creates a construct that uses necromantic properties.
Right. Well, I'm pretty sure that it's recognizing the echo of Gordon as undead.
There's a like very like tangible relief in Bella's expression. As she like her her shoulders slump into a sigh.
Wait, I have a photo of what the necklace looks like. Completely forgot.
Oh,
My
hell
head canon's just a Witcher necklace.
Geralt, is that you?
That's what I
Fuck. That's what the necklace looks like.
Cool. Oh. Also, if anyone else wants to go, we can like continue our conversation.
Oh yeah, Theron puts the necklace back into his shirt.
Blued.
Because yeah, Bella would have like fawned over it, like how cool it looks.
Does the Joginator want to do anything?
The
Joginator.
The Joginator.
Hey. Kobe, shut up! Stop! No!
Oh lord.
She's
Oh, boy.
dying.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to feed my cat right now.
Oh jeez.
Hold on.
I'll eat.
Yeah,
I think the Judginator's a little busy.
Joaquin did want to say a few words to Gordon now, and
Yes.
also I guess while he's also asked him like point out where the keys to the doors are while he's saying this, I guess. And while he's getting him, he said, like he would say, like, okay, here's the Spock notes. All the rents are dead. Hollow men, basically. Belle's not married though. That's a plus. He double thumbs up, then thumbs down.
Well, that's somewhat of a
Yeah.
relief.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about this.
Bella's not married, and all it cost was the lives of every single Ren.
Pretty much. What else? I got this right. Omen Killer. Ooh. Daedros gave it to me.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Oh, you're serious?
He shrugs.
The Daedros.
Yeah.
How do you know it was him?
Elf boy, blue eyes, angel fuck.
Okay, but
He said his name was Daedros and his fucking dad was Remus from the Red Banner, whatever.
I see.
Yeah. And he
As
said,
you're
you
doing
know,
this, he's like pointing out several like different. He's like pointing to a lock and pointing to a specific drawer and pointing to another lock and points to another specific drawer.
he's like he starts opening the locks and the drawers and the locks and the drawers, blah blah blah, while he's pointing at him. And he also said fate, timey-wimey, kairos, blah-de-da. What else? Also, you know, golden dominion, blah blah blah.
You're lucky. A lot of Kairos' offspring are very resentful of his father's fate.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I'm, even if this isn't you, I'm glad I can see you in some sense that isn't a bloody corpse.
I'm glad to see you too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, the last
And-
lock is over there.
Gotcha. I race over and check the last lock and pop.
Okay.
Seems like our trace is clear. I didn't see anyone in the house.
Adrian.
Yeah.
How's the rest of the crew? Aside from what you've already told me, did you find her?
No.
I see. I'm sorry.
And yeah.
But he's
rest.
pretending not to eavesdrop.
The rest is kind of gave up. Well, it's okay.
I believe. I still do, even in death.
Me too. I mean, even if it's not really you, you're still standing here.
Theron.
Theron perks up. Yeah.
You, Well, I was staying over in Argentum. When we stayed over at the sanctuary, it was not the best of accommodation, but I'm glad I had you as a sidekick.
Right. Well, could have had worse company, I suppose.
Not carrying
Oh,
around one of those fancy things. I heard about what happened. Continue.
No. Go ahead.
They were wrong for that.
Anybody who's looking can see that Theron right now is super tense and he's just staring down at the floor. And he slowly takes Hush out of his like waistband and shows it.
I'm so sorry.
Puts it back. Well, it was their decision. I still live up by the code. You don't really leave. You die. And I haven't, so.
He like gestures for you to come over as he walks around the tree and onto like another end of the room.
He follows.
Yeah, well, look. As much as they may outcast you, and as much as they can treat you, in my eyes, you're the most saint-like person there.
He kind of smiles a little and goes, I appreciate that. And speaking of me, out of all the books here, would you happen to own a book about vampires and their offsprings?
I have a few retellings of the Four Courts of Blood and the brief history on them. As for their offspring, do you know exactly what you are?
He kind of grimaces. Blood Asani.
Asani?
The reason I was excommunicated.
That is both a good thing and a bad thing.
A good thing? How so?
I mean, a good thing meaning that an Asani is still out there. Somewhere. The bad thing is an Asani is still out there. Somewhere.
I wish to find out who and where my father is.
I have some foretellings, or, well, brief biographies of Yanis de Song and Divock, Ilion, Chestin, all of them, but just be careful. And, well, the reason why I called you here, as he like looks up onto the wall and hanging up there, you see, held in a scabbard, a rustic, beautiful, elegant-looking katana.
Nippon steel!
Shut the fuck up.
The customary blades of fully fledged saints.
That's... How do you have that?
I stole it.
Figures.
They may not.
He kind of...
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of hovering his hand like... over it.
They may not accept you. They may fear you. Honestly, that's what I believe they are, but if anyone deserves to wield this, it's you.
And he's kind of... his face isn't... His face is like kind of bewilderment more. It's like, it's for me.
He nods.
He kind of looks at the blade before grabbing it from the wall.
So these blades are called Chikage.
Chikage.
They are the traditional blades that the Silver Saints would use in combat. They have vampiric properties. And sacrificing some of your blood can be used to empower the blade. I'll send it to you now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, okay.
Finally, he has the legendary blade.
As he takes the blade, he just goes, "I thank you. You have no idea what this means."
No, thank the friar that built it. But seriously, thank you. You saved my life more times than I can imagine. I'll never forget it.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't have had anyone else by my side just asking questions.
Well, you know me. Anyway.
And, by the way, the others don't know what I am. Not yet, at least.
I would have always kept that a secret as well. Don't worry.
And if you do have any books that help me, I would be even more eternally grateful.
He nods and begins looking at some of the bookshelves. I can send you a picture of it too.
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Good lord.
Oh, fuck yes.
So it is a versatile weapon, so you can wield it with two hands, so you can gain the benefits.
It's an Avenger blade?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That looks fucking badass.
Man, I can't believe I called it today when we talked about Nippon Steel at the start of the session, you know?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have called it unless someone would have not told you about this place.
What?
Doesn't matter.
This all started because I was talking about my Nihon Steel I got in the forest. The legendary blade that felled 1,000 mutant.
Okay. One thing while Joaquin would be fucking like unlocking shit, he'd say like, "So you called everyone your sidekicks? Good. Okay, that's a boost to my self-confidence now." Was it just me?
No, finally. Before... Oh, again, I'm assuming you're like trying to like lift up the fucking wooden boards that are covering the door.
Yeah, I'm literally like yanking at him.
Give me a strength check.
I got this. Good shit, good shit. 21.
You managed to lift one off. There are 5 left.
Jesus fuck.
Is Georgie going to do her
Lord, I'll be done.
investigation check?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
We need to see if Georgie finds some Nippon Steel.
Please.
Oh my god.
If Young Ching ends up with a fucking katana, I might as well start searching for one myself at this point.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Let's go, Georgie.
Okay.
Alright, hold on. Dusty, get down from there. Get.
Watch Georgie get like a natural one.
And like
Hold on, my cat.
More shit.
Baby, stop it. Okay, come upstairs.
Every time Joaquin like gives a tug, you see him like pull out Omen Killer and like stare at it and just pointing at the wood.
Wait, so can I make an investigation check?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Get out, please.
Nippon Steel.
No, not Nippon Steel.
I'm gonna see how I do the second time. Oh, Wack.
Oh,
Let's go.
Statistics,
Let's
man.
go.
It's gonna take us fucking 4 hours just to move these wood blocks.
Hold on.
Boy.
We have 19, 19,
Damn
21,
it! If only one of us had some glorious emotes to cut through these.
Are you shit?
Wow.
What are you kidding me?
Wow.
Are you? I'm coping so hard right now.
As you're like mindlessly looking through books that you cannot for the life of you understand, Gordon actually floats over. Darling, that is a smut.
Huh?
Pogatus?
Yeah.
What?
Joaquin tries extra hard not to eavesdrop.
Pardon?
If you are looking for something useful, I believe these people have bled me dry, but
Oh my god.
Jaji.
Oh no, he's.
Yes.
Roll me a d10.
Oh no, he's.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm downstairs right now. I'm totally struggling.
Get a 10. Josh, you get a 10 right now.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll with Avery. Cause I'm downstairs.
Yaboku did that second strength check.
Yeah,
allow me to move another block.
The DC is 20, so.
Are you shitting me? Actually.
Wow.
That is unfortunate.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, come on.
Huh.
Wait, is there another? Hold on, what did they roll?
Wow.
A 1.
One.
That's a lot of ones.
Can
Killing.
we add these to the Jaji L counter?
Sure, yeah. If there's a katana on the cover, we're fucked.
Okay. He sort of like leads you to a side room and then a side room off of the side room.
Oh.
And begins like scratching his chin, looking for something. Okay. And he hands you what appears to be a anklet.
Oh.
Try this on. Or, well, no, he can't hand it to you, but he like points it onto the. He points it on the desk.
Okay. She just glances back at him while she takes it, and sits down while she puts it on.
Okay. You put it on, and you don't feel anything just yet.
I'll take it.
Let me think here. How is this supposed to work again?
Is it like, does it explode?
One more time. Nope.
That's tough, buddy.
Can somebody shoot Yongxing?
Joaquin, you see Joaquin mid pointing a gun at the wooden boards, puts it back quickly.
Negative.
Wait, why?
Azov takes out his gun.
I don't have a gun.
Oh god.
Should I?
I believe so.
He looks to Youngzin.
Bella's sweating bullets, like watching all of this.
Very, very poor choice of words.
Yeah.
You. And was she in your bed last night? Jeez, bro. My god.
What?
Yunqing just kind of stands there and shrugs.
Okay. Azov will try to shoot Youngzin.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Is a 24 hit?
Definitely fucking kidding.
Okay. Yongjing. I would like you to roll a d10 plus your wisdom modifier and half of your level.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it at Avery. I'm too lazy to go back upstairs.
Is it rounded up or down?
Half your level, round it up.
So 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. $17.
Yes.
Right before the bullet hits you in the chest, you snatch it out of the air.
Ooh, with her foot. Or
Are these fucking
With your hand.
missile snaring?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh,
an
fuck
anklet,
yeah.
missile
Gloves of
snaring,
missile
that's
snaring.
specific.
Well, an anklet.
That-
It has different.
Right, yeah,
it
but-
has different properties.
Yo.
That's fucking badass.
Oh,
That's
she's
one of the
Oh,
men.
and she's gone. I think that actually hit her.
It was too cool.
yo, can I have my bullet back? Comes in.
Sure. Just
Thank you.
hold it out for you to take.
That was cool. Good job.
Thank you.
Did you always do that?
No, not that I recall. Then again, I've never been really shot at with material bullets before.
Just like magic?
Yes.
Well, I'm happy I didn't shoot you. Well, didn't hit you.
There you go.
Sweet. Let's fucking go.
Whack, man.
Well, I'm glad that worked. Really,
Oof.
I'm glad that
Nope.
worked.
That's why.
I think you guys should probably help Joaquin with the door, unless.
Oh, I got it! I got it! I got it!
You like
Everything's great!
you like with this 10, you like lift it up and you like strain your body, and just as if it just before it's about to like come off of the little hooks that it's standing on, you give out, and it like
Your back gives out.
yeah, it squeezes your fingers a little bit as it falls down.
Oh.
No!
You good over there,
He like starts
Joaquin?
blowing on his fingers.
Everything okay, Joaquin?
Yes, everything's fine.
Alright.
There was one
Everything's
last thing
fine.
I want to do before we move on, if that's okay with everyone.
No!
Yes, what would that be?
I'm gonna take out the pocket watch. I
Mhm.
want to detect magic again and see those things enchanted in the library.
Okay. The imp takes a little while, like looking around like the watch and like peering around the place. It immediately points to the chandelier. It points to the Echo Gordon. It points to various objects that you have on you that seem to be magical. Points
Does it point to the gun?
to your gun?
Yeah, the new gun.
It does.
Oh. Okay, keep going.
And it points to some of the locks that are on the black iron door.
Does it point to Theron's new sword?
It points to everything, yeah.
It point okay, but nothing like unknown, like nothing new.
that you guys have not stumbled across yet.
So for the new gun, can it tell me what school of magic it is?
It cannot tell you what school of magic it is because it's not really a spell that's being cast on it, but the gun is magical.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna Arcana check this as I watch Joaquin struggle to take out some boards.
Fuck! Shit!
12.
Come on, you piece of shit!
Fuck!
Okay.
You
No!
can buy this kind of entertainment.
The gun, it does not require attunement. It is a +2 gun.
Jesus.
You cannot discern any other magical features inside of it, though you don't know if that's just because there are none or that you haven't looked into it enough.
Perfect.
It's a +2 fucking gun now. Real.
Well, I guess Anton will try and help Joaquin take off the boards now.
Okay. You guys can start making strength checks with advantage.
It's all you. I have a -1.
There you
Let's
go. There you go.
With a newfound
about
rage
time.
and vigor, you finally, out of pure anger of your crushed fingers, you haul this big heavy plank off the door.
I'd like to point out you rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
What is this? How many are left? 3?
I took 3. I did 3 over 20 so far.
Okay, so there's 3 off then.
2 left.
Fuck.
Oh,
20? Oh no,
you made your beat.
You take this one off too. Absolute powerhouse.
One more.
One more. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Fuck.
You get a point of exhaustion.
This is like the lowest one down, and you see like Joaquin have to like squat down to try to lift this one up, and immediately as he lifts up, everyone hears like this god awful crack.
No, you have to lift with your legs. That was-
Okay, fuck this. He like rushes and takes Omen Killer, just shoots the last one.
Make an attack roll.
No, that was without advantage, my bad. Whatever.
17. Wait, hold on, I need to see the AC of a wooden plank.
I was gonna say, if the door avoids it, I'm going to cry.
As he shoots, there is like, I have a crow. Okay.
You have a crow?
I have a crowbar.
Oh. Yeah, that would make things easier, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bella's like kind of like biting her like she's got her like fingernails, like she's biting her fingernails a little bit, like just kind of like watching like.
I think was
17
like
hits.
15?
Yeah, 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I'm
Rolls
just
1 for damage.
Can I omen this wooden plank?
No, you cannot.
Damn it. Okay, I'm going to let me fucking there. I'm just gonna add all of these though, because why not?
This loud
Jesus.
crackling burst of like fire and energy bursts out of Omikil's chamber as well the wood completely splinters in half and hangs off of the hinges now, but the volume of this completely fills the entire room, and everyone can recognize that this is the same shot that was rung out early in the afternoon.
Oh.
Did you fucking kill someone?
Theron will go, for the next time, I have a crowbar, so...
Really noted. He starts breathing heavily.
As you guys take your time to get all the keys and open all of the locks, the door clicks open and opens outwards towards you. And inside you see a very large cave opening.
Reminds me of my ex-wife.
It is completely dark inside.
Yep.
Can I see anything within 120 feet of me in there?
Just more rocks and walls.
So that's good. That's good.
Hey, Adrian.
I drew out all the mirror stuff. That's good. Well, as much as I can see. So.
Hey, is Adrian here? Who is
I'm
he?
muted.
Shumi's fucking dead.
Also,
Oh, no.
when everyone's like done speaking, like to Gordon, I want Bella to approach him alone.
Yeah.
Shumi,
Yeah.
where are you?
Hey, Bells.
I know you're not him, but can I still call you Uncle?
If that'll make you feel better.
It would.
Okay. I won't mind. I just don't want to feel like I'm replacing him or anything, because I'm not. I'm nowhere near to who Gordon was. I'm just a little voice in his head that he'd like to talk to.
I know that feeling all too well.
He, I don't know, always believed that the only smart person that could hold a conversation to him was himself, so Here I am.
Damn. Ruined my pride right there.
Damn. Because, yeah, Bella's making sure that their, like, conversation is private.
I didn't want to get you involved in any of this. I really didn't. It wasn't my intention. But I sort of should have known that you would have stumbled upon these people. Look. Got a lot of questions, and I have a lot of the answers, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if now is the right time to say.
When would be the right time? Gordon's gone, and you're not going to be here forever. You said it yourself. When that gemstone fades, even though I pray it doesn't. I'll never know those answers.
I've already come to terms with my end. It's inevitable. But you have a reason that you're all the way out here and not back home with your mom and pop.
You knew about them.
I did.
Where's home? I don't even remember. I don't remember anything. I can't remember their names or their faces. I couldn't even remember my own birthday until I asked my sword.
Your sword? You have a sword?
She's going to pluck Adula's crystal off of her ear and hold it out towards Gordon.
This is Adula. She can hear my thoughts and warn me of danger and protect me when I really need it. She converged into a sword and she cured me of being sick. I had briar blood.
See Echo Gordon sort of nodding slowly at all of this. Alright. Alright, kiddo. Puts a invisible hand on your shoulder. Seek out the Mistwood shores in Argentum.
Wait, what? What did he say?
Seek out the Mistwood shores in Argentum.
I'm from Argentum?
Not really. But last I met them, it's where they were heading. It's where they were, at least. I'm not at liberty to say anymore. Even as an echo. I made a promise. And I always keep my promises.
Promise?
Promise. You don't have to go with them, Bella. You don't have to fight. It's not your fight. Nothing what Varian has done is your fault. You don't have to avenge me, or you don't have to avenge anyone. Fight. Keep pressing on. Fight till you can't fight anymore.
Uncle, have you ever felt conflicted? That there's parts of you that want to go different directions, that stray from each other?
All the time.
I don't know if I'm the right person for this kind of fight. But yet I yearn to do it. I can't hold a blade, and I weep for the dead.
That never-ending joy. The happiness that you feel. The regret that you have for striking something down. But your ambition, your drive, both things that you have inherited from your mother and father. You have her compassion, but you also have his determination. If you want to fight, I won't stop you. Stand up and fight.
I miss you. And I'm angry that at myself that I couldn't fulfill your last wish.
That's not your fault. And I miss you too. Feel free to come by here if you survive, that is. And if not, I'll see you soon. As you see his form starting to flicker a little. So he takes a step back now onto the side as he gestures over towards the door and your friends standing. They're all good people. All of them. You cannot do everything by yourself.
Bella takes in this shaky breath, and the tears have started to run down her face anew.
I'm going to fulfill your last wish. I'll figure out some way, but I have to. I didn't remember my parents, but when the Darlings adopted me, you always treated me like family. the only one who did.
It's all in the past now. There's nothing left from me, nothing left that you need to honor, but if this is your wish, then I won't deny it, and I won't tell you otherwise. As he takes a step now, down the stairs, as you see now his form is starting to fade slightly. I really liked seeing you again. And you will see me again, hopefully. One way or another.
You promise me that?
Sure, kiddo. I promise.
I love you, Uncle.
I love you too, Bella. Do you make your way over to your friends?
Yes. I will descend.
And as all of you gather your things and look down at the obstacles ahead, you make your way into the Source Caverns. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Damn.